America. No, I'm not Bernie Mac. Planet Earth. Uh huh. I got my boy in the back. Planet Earth. I have such a bone to pick with you. My daughter's uh, personal assistant, because, you know, my daughter is on the spectrum and stuff. And what? I'm talking about you a little bit. Just a little. What? So my daughter is special needs, and she has uh, an assistant who's basically our family now. So, so I would just say our auntie, our godmom. So she was telling me that she has a client, and she was telling me how awesome he is and stuff, and he's smart and talented and stuff, um, and he's also nonverbal, but he's dope overall, and and she was just telling me different things and about him and saying but his mom doesn't take him out, and I'm like, he can't go out. Why? It's like, is he a hitter? Um, does he get violent or whatever? And she's like, no, um, he's just, he would definitely draw a lot of attention. And I'm like, so he can go out into the on in public because people are going to find him peculiar or strange, or obviously I'm offended, but I don't I don't no no. My daughter, I keep her in for the most part, and that's only because when we have social, when we go out into the world and be social, there can be adverse action. So I kind of pick and choose what we do. So like certain stores we can do, certain stores we can't do because she's like, I don't know why is it a certain trigger, but it would just, if it's Target or something, it's like, I'm not leaving. This is home, and then you got to bargain with her somehow, or really be extremely, extremely, extremely patient, for however that's going to end, and so it's different, but um, I like to take her out. Um, for the most part, I mean, there's she can be extremely difficult, no doubt about that. But um, and I do know that obviously she's different and stuff like that. So I can be, I guess, a little touchy about it, or if I see somebody staring at her, or if I like sometimes I see kids asking questions about like, why is she this, or why is that. Um, but from children, I know children are inquisitive anyway, like, and us as adults too. So I mean, it's fine for people to have questions, or to, obviously it's their eyes so they can look or whatever. Um, and so, but I won't lie and act like I don't have some insecurities about it when I see people doing that towards her. But I don't just like keep her in the house because people are going to find her weird or peculiar. I know they are. That's that's not a surprise or anything. Um, and she's very beautiful. That was silly and unnecessary to say, but she's very beautiful. She is. I'm not. I'm not gonna do it to my daughter because, like, I was very insecure as a child and stuff like that. So, no, she's gonna know she's gorgeous, and that about it. But yeah, so she's very beautiful once again, and but yeah, but obviously, she comes with tools. She has a walker that she doesn't like using, so she only uses it when she goes to school because it's required in the IEP and stuff like that, legal documents. And then outside of school, she fights me on using it. So mostly, I'm just like knowing I have to be right there to kind of be her balance if she's going to be walking, well, obviously, like to and from the car or whatever. I assist her and stuff like that. Um, she has AFOs on both legs, and yeah, one's longer than the other because one is more damaged than the other from her injury. What's up? Yes, you didn't take clean underwear in there with you. Why didn't you take clean underwear in there with you? You want me to grab your? All right, okay, Miss Lady. Um, you said please. Okay, thank you. Um, and so yeah, but if I keep her in, it's usually due to, like I said, like if I'm not feeling up to, debating with her about how to act, but I don't do, I just take her out in general. But I know, like, for the most part, what to do. Like, when she's in a wheelchair, she's probably the most chillest. She likes to walk, but I think it also makes her anxious um, because it's wobbly, it's, and then, yeah, and so she gets more, uh, yeah, more anxious when she's doing that. She's walking and uh, can't stand the walker. So, but then, like, if she sees a crowd of people, then somebody may get swung at, and it's just like, I don't like. Obviously, I don't want to go around hurting people. It's definitely not, my mo. But so yeah, so I know for the most part, I know, like, how to pick my things, how to pick the battles or whatever now, because we have had a good number of accidents like that where she's just like you know swiped at somebody, and it's just like, okay, this absolutely cannot happen. Okay, but I know I told this story before and on another video, but yeah, my whole point was basically saying, like, I think it's very unfair that a parent is like uh feels like this world is just so treacherous that they can't even take their child out because people are going to be like, oh, what's that about? He's tall, he's this, oh, he looks like this, he has a peculiar way about him. He's like, oh my goodness. Like, oh my goodness. I mean, even as, obviously as a human, I know how all of that prideful and pretentious and all this stuff that we can be. But ew, I just don't want. I think that's unfair that a parent has to feel like that. Like, no, I keep him in the house because he's a little too different. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm super different. I know that. I know I'm weird. People tell me all that. But, and I do stay in the house for the most part. But, but no, I know I have to, whatever, have a job and function in the world. So I do that um, with the struggle. I do. Not, it's not always sunshine and rainbows for me. And, but yeah, so, but like I said, I'm, whatever, I'm considered, what is it, neurotypical or whatever, normal or whatever, which no one's normal, but you get what I'm saying. I'm just like, if that was the case, I would never go outside. It's like, oh, you have to keep this child inside because they're a little too bizarre. They're weird. They're different. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of people that wouldn't be able to go out. But um, that's mainly what I want to say to the planet. That, well, I guess it's not the planet's issue, is it? But I'm just like, I don't want to, like, be yelling at the parent. Like, hey, parent, don't feel like your child is too different to go out in public. But I can't tell anybody how to feel, but I do. The planet Earth shouldn't be that way, though. The planet Earth shouldn't be full of jerks that would make people feel like that in the first place. Like, oh, I can't take my child out because they're weird, they're tall, they're big, they're round, they have a limp, they have a whatever. Like, that says something about this planet. And I just think that is so whack. That is just I'm trying to say a word without, because I don't curse. I don't use curse words. At least, I try my best not to go there because it's not all right. But that's just whack. That somebody has to feel that way, like their child can't go out because they're different. Man, that is just so unfair. Like me, I understand because you don't want your child out there hitting people. You don't want nobody hitting no child. So it's a lot. But I do take my baby out. I definitely take her out. I'm always taking her somewhere. It is very overwhelming every time. But yeah, I just want to say shame on you, planet Earth, that you look at people and be like, oh, they're different. That a person has to even feel insecure like that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it just hurt my little feelings, that's all.